fault, everybody. Hold on. I accidentally hit the button and it made y'all live. So, alright, because I'm not even ready. But, hey, how everybody doing? Today is February 26th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. So, I just stopped by to start your reading for today. You really need to be getting a moon reading, but I'm not prepared, so we'll probably do that tomorrow. Okay, so I just want to throw out and see what comes out for you. Gonna be like a quick reading, and my apologies for not being prepared. So I'm just gonna throw out something. All right, let's see. So we have accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. Okay, so some of you are saying, I'm just going to accept it is what it is. This can be regarding a breakup, separation, a divorce, somebody ghosting you, or it just comes to, a moment where you have to ghost somebody because, you just don't know how to tell them that you don't want to deal with them anymore. Maybe somebody hasn't contacted you back. Maybe some of you are ready to leave a job and find another one. So you walk out or you quit. Or some of you, unfortunately, may got fired. You know, and you like, well, I just have to accept it is what it is. Um, I'm also hearing disillusion or, hold on, let me see what this is. Okay, you got looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. It is. So, what I'm getting from this is some of you can be like, as you're telling yourself or saying that you have to have a certain conclusion that it is what it is. What can I do? I can't do nothing about it. I don't know what to say. This person is not responding. I can't get my job back, or, I'm not being able to pay a bill. It could be anything that's a lot of you are going through right now. But we also have looking deeper. Now, like I said, I believe it is a new moon for February 27th, which is tomorrow. And it's either Vedic Sidereal going to be in Aquarius or Pisces. Now, I know the eclipse that's coming up on March 27th is going to be in Pisces. If you do tropical or Western astronomy or astrology, I think they're saying it's in Aries. Not quite sure. Okay, but I'll find out for the reading tomorrow. Okay. All right. So, because of the new moon that we're having tomorrow, like I said, moon is regarding feelings and emotions. So, whatever this basis is, the deep heart, the heart of the matter, right? Of having to accept something for what it is, because of the moon tomorrow, it may, within yourself, it may ask you to look deeper, okay, to figure out why that you're only just accepting it is what it is. Why are you not wanting to get to the heart of the matter? Why are you really ready to say and go with the fact that it is just what it is, and not to think about it anymore, not to put anything, no feelings and emotions into it or about it? So we have, okay, yeah, peacefulness in reverse. So we all know what the opposite of peace means. Something that is chaotic, something that is, I'm also hearing over dramatic, argument, conflict, anger, resentment. That is giving a lot of root chakra energy, the color red. This also can be maybe some of you are thinking about or need to look deeper of why this person won't leave you alone, or look deeper into yourself on why you won't leave a particular situation or somebody alone, okay? But somebody here is still wanting to bicker, fight and or argue, or to present and continue to have chaos and resentment, um because whatever situation it is right now, it's still not peaceful. So this can be why I can't, heard the word about disillusion or a sense of resolution. So if this is a separation, somebody is still, like I said, anger or bitter about them either not feeling peaceful about the situation, or maybe you looking deeper within, that you are still not at peace the way something ended, the way something is transitioning, the way something is going on possibly between you and another person. So it says you recognize the balance, kindness, and love, you know, bring calmness to your soul, but maybe you are not at this time believing that. So this is why looking deeper is here. Okay? It may cause you, a sense of reflection, because that's what new moons, full moons, and eclipses does. hmm Now, anytime that we have total, solar, all of those type of eclipses, we start to feel the energy about 30 days prior. Okay, so really beginning the end of January, the first part of February, a lot of us was going into this looking deeper into your soul, your conscious, subconscious mind, your heart, your feelings and emotions. Having that to run through your head over and over and over again, trying to understand why is there no peace between you, a person, or some type of situation. Why is there no peace within inside of you? You could be questioning yourself, like, why is there no peace inside that other person? Why are they acting like that? You know? So we have spontaneous in reverse. So somebody here is still being very reserved. Somebody is still being very, I'm hearing lethargic, but I don't know why that will fit in this. Somebody's, withdrawn, right? So you move beyond the, what is that? Constraints of the mind, and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. But like I said, somebody may not. Somebody still may have some type of being clingy, okay? In other words. And that may not, hey, Miss Linda, that may not fit very well with somebody else, because maybe deep within they're having to look within to see why they're particularly feeling very clingy towards you. Now, it may not be physically, but it can be like a bond that they cannot break within inside of their heart or in their mind, their feelings and emotions. And this could be very unsettling for that person. And this also can be you. It could be vice versa. I don't know your particular situation, right? And somebody is either having like a force to have to go with, well, it is what it is, um, because either they don't want to say anything, because the both of you are not talking, or you're just gonna say it is what it is because they're refusing to speak with you, because maybe they're refusing to look deeper on the inside and figure out for themselves why are they holding so much anger, resentment, a sense of withdrawal, a sense of stagnancy, um, bitterness, you know. Now, I do want to say this, until this timeline or this issue, well, the eclipse is going to eclipse this away, okay? So, whether you get to the heart of the matter or not, and or another person, um, hey, crochet every day. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Um, Whether you get to the bottom of this or your other person or whatever, it could be a family member, a best friend, it could be a neighbor, somebody in your community where, sometimes, a lot of times, neighbors just don't get along, you know. So everything don't have to be about a lover or a partner or a spouse. This could be co-workers. This can be, um, a certain company that you pay for a certain service and they're just not living up to their customer service. They're just not living up to their products, or their procedures, whatever this is. The eclipse is going to eclipse it away. Okay. I'm pretty good. I actually went to my orientation yesterday, so I will be back to work. So yeah, things are changing for me because of the eclipse. All of us are going to have some changes. So get ready for that. Okay. Okay, so we got healing the past in reverse. So somebody does, if they want or need to look deeper within or inside, they actually do want to heal the present moment. Now, some of you may be like, well, that's not me, you know, or for some of you, it may be you. Okay. But it says, oh, thank you so much, Crochet Every Day. I appreciate it. I step into my future with strength and clarity. Okay. So somebody, like I said, wants clarity. Somebody wants healing of this situation. Um, but some things that people do are just not forgivable. It just depends on your situation. Like the story time I told you, somebody I haven't talked to in over a month was very rude and disrespectful to me. They called and was fussing and cussing and raising their voice as a masculine and then hung up in my face. So I would have wanted to resolve that, but I can't just take that type of level of disrespect, you know. And then this was during the time that I was sick. Y'all remember, what, about a month ago, I had a cold or whatever that fog was that's been all over the states and stuff. Um, it wasn't C-19, but whatever that fog, because it was very heavy down here in Atlanta, and I do live in downtown Atlanta. So during that time, in about the month of January, it was a lot of fog that allegedly that everybody was saying was making them sick, and I wasn't feeling very well. So for somebody to call me being rude and very disrespectful, um, and really trying to force me to participate, to take it, to sit with it, to force me or try to force me to argue back as a way to take me out of my frequency, my already low frequency and vibration because I was ill, you know. And it was something that was non-deserving because we're not in a relationship, we're not dating, so we maybe talk on the phone every other month or something like that, but it's nothing consistent between us. So for me to have gotten that type of treatment, that person had to go because they had no audacity in any type of realm to treat me like that. And most likely it was because somebody else made them upset, and because I carried the Empress vibration and frequency, they wanted me to console them through communication and words. But the type of person or their initial reaction was to fight, was to argue, because most likely they refuse, or the type of masculine that refuses to look deeper inside and to fix that, but they rather call other people and take it out on them, you know. So I am not, or will not, for my particular situation, be able to forgive that, you know. because I'm not a trash can, I'm not a trash bag, and you just don't call nobody out the blue and cuss them out and try to make it seem like, oh, they missed me so much. Okay, so why you didn't call within the 30-day period? Instead of fussing saying why I didn't call them. So that already tells you that this person wants and seeks a lot of attention, and however that they can get it, they want it, you know. So some of you may have some type of similar type of situation, but I'm just using it as an example. So for my situation about that one particular person, I will not be accepting any friendship or level of friendship with this person no more ever. Okay? Because the level of disrespect was just too much. You don't hang up in people's faces, not giving them a chance to reciprocate or to talk or whatever, right? So that also tells me that that person is scared of rejection. So they like to release whatever that they want to say, and then they hang up before a person can contradict, can say their piece, right here, can can challenge their words or their introspection, perception, and or perspective. They'll hang up. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't like to be challenged. So in other words, that person is a bully. So, like I said, everybody's situation is very much different. But we have the Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly, because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. Okay. But it came in reverse. So this can be that somebody, like I said, is not realizing that they need to be more of the light of the yin, which is softness, nurturing, caring, nurturing. The light is always right, right? I don't know why I have been rhyming so much lately. That's ridiculous. All right. 10th house of Capricorn, which is your career. So that's good. So if you've been having a sense of darkness with your employment, education, job, or career, it's a transition or a transformation about that for some of you. Okay. Now, 10th house of Capricorn is also about dedication, achievement, working, understanding, knowing from within where you're going. What is your plan? Looking deeper, developing, or writing and journaling what is your plan, right? And it may be very necessary and very strategic that you make some type of plans when it comes to your longevity of our work, our job, our career, and or education. Some of you may also decide to go back to school. It can be online. Some of you may decide to also take up a vocational class, like some type of training. You know, because they got places where you can do hands-on training as a college, not necessarily having to go for 2 or 4 years, right? So that's another alternative that some of you can think about, because it is talking about responsibility and success. Okay. All right. So, and we always, like learning. You should always continue to like to learn. But it don't matter how old you are, because learning is always going to help us. The Hierophant. Now, I was thinking about the Hierophant earlier today because I know that the Pope is not in very good health. I had a reading the other day that came out, and it was in the same area that the Hierophant, as the second card, came out. And I did mention and talked a lot about higher anarchies. So with the light in reverse, it may be some tragic news allegedly about the Pope. Because like I said, anytime we have eclipses, and I do not know the Pope chart, especially in Vedic, but of course, the Pope wouldn't go by Vedic allegedly. They would probably go with tropical Western astronomy and or astrology, um, according to their birth chart. But I was thinking about the Hierophant and the way that yeah, you see the healing, the Pope is current healing in the past in reverse, um, because I believe this Pope had failure of health last year, or yeah, around this time last year. So the Hierophant, and I'm particularly talking about the Pope right now, is trying to heal in the present moment. Also, um, they also healed in the past. So accepting what is the fate allegedly right now for this Hierophant, um, requiring as their soul to look deeper, because the opposite of peace is in very much anguish. Okay, very hurt and pain, health issues, and spontaneity in reverse is very slow. So I see that the Hierophant, allegedly the Pope, is healing very slowly, and it is affecting their responsibility, with the 10,000 Capricorn here. Um, and then Saint Bridget, speaking of the Hierophant or the Pope, allegedly, you get a nun. Hmm. And in the upright, it does says again, I give endlessly because the light is without end. Okay? And my soul is all I need. But in reverse, this person is going through medical care. And the opposite of light is the darkness. So it's a time of dark healing and need. Allegedly, this also can be something deeper than maybe what they are telling us, because looking deeper is here, and we may have to accept it is what it is. The world card in reverse. Saturn. The name allegedly may be Pope, but some people say Father, right? Saturn is Father. It also can be Hierophant or Rabbi, Pastor, Priest, you know. I don't pick the readings, y'all. So whatever I see, I have to say it. So let's get into, but the world card in reverse, a chapter or right now, as in the present moment, it is not over. Okay. Something left or something still needs to be said and or done, which is a certain dogma, principle, and or tradition. Something needs to be done the right way before it's over, before the world card turns in the upright. Now, Saturn is all the planets are going to be in Pisces in about a week. Okay, all of them except K2. Everything is about to be in Pisces. So when Saturn goes retrograde, moves into Pisces, which is 12th house of endings, unfortunately, it maybe is what it is, allegedly for the Pope. And that will be around March the 27th. Or we do not claim that, but that is what I see here. Nurturing, caring, feelings, and emotions. Now, talking about your person, for the people who want to know that, um, it is what it is that you want tradition, your particular tradition. But the Hierophant is not only about corporations, companies, the government, church diocese, or higher anarchies. It's about rules, regulations, a certain directions, principles, tradition, dogmas, um, a certain way of following. And it's not over for you if a lot of you feel like you want relationship or at least some type of connectedness or caring person in your life. It don't have to be marriage right off, but who doesn't want somebody as another person to care for, you know? King of Cups. King. Why did I say king? So for some of you that wants a masculine as a mate, this is what you're um have a sense of resolution about or disillusion about of why they cannot be a king of cups to match your energy here as the queen of cups in this spread. um when Saturn goes into Pisces, if it is not resolved, spoken to, um decided upon, this person will be, there it go, you see that, this will be a tower moment. They're going to be eclipsed out anyway. Now, like I was just speaking about the Pope and things like that, this also can be another higher anarchy, somebody that holds a high position. This also can be somebody's mother that is very ill or has had some type of tragic health scare. Um, Aunt, sister, niece. It's a divine feminine energy. Okay. But the tower is what it is. It is Aries and Scorpio energy. It's fire energy. Mars is direct now, um, from being retrograde in third house of Gemini, Vedic sidereal. So we're still talking about shocking events. The tower. The tower is a quick coming together. It also can be a quick breakup or a sudden breakup. It can be a sudden fire or tragedy. It also, because we had the tower to come out what, one day last week. I haven't seen the tower in a while, and it came out in the spread last week. Okay. Um, it can be lightning or a great storm. Okay, to hit a building, um, or to cause or spark a fire. This can be a quick uh notification like, hey, I want to see you, and then the tower card, intimacy or intimate act, also can be quick and sudden, coming out of nowhere. Okay. mm. But also the tower is, like I said, a sense of devastation or a loss. Two of wands in reverse. So this is going to be a decision that you or somebody may suddenly make, that want to declare their feelings and emotions and their love, and about the give and take in a love relationship and or dating, about how much attention they have not been showing you. They may declare their feelings and emotions to some of you. um, if this is you, or so can be vice versa, you may do this. It could be a best friend, like, hey bestie, let's talk, I don't want to fight or whatever anymore. And you may quickly or all of a sudden want to say, speak to this person and make up. This person may not concur. They may say, no, I don't want to renew this friendship. hmm So you will remain signal. Why did I say signal? I'm trying to say single. So is somebody trying to signal you? Two of Wands, this is not a choice that you will make. So, Tower, somebody may just all of a sudden contact you or come out of the blue, to say something, to express something. Okay. because they don't want it to be over. For some of you, it may be a commitment to not do this again. For some of you, it may be a commitment offered. Um, like they want to have this back and let it lead to commitment. Now, I don't see the Four of Wands, okay? I only see the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, like I said, is about following the rules and regulations and doing what's right. hmm And like I said, for some of you, you may blatantly say no. Now, the Two of Wands is in reverse, so a lot of you have not made a concrete decision yet to let this go, whether it's the feelings and emotions about it and or the physical connection about it, or between the both of you, because the World card is in reverse. Okay, so it's something still here lingering. This person know that they may also feel that they don't have a lot to offer. Okay, or what they did, try, do, or give was not a lot, and they know it. Hey, Stagner. So you got the Lover's card in reverse. Um, let you read those words here. Now, this also can be the Tower card, somebody's mental state. Okay, so keep that in mind about the moon tomorrow, and also anything that's really happening right now is leading up to the eclipse in Pisces by March the 27th. Because somebody can get very irate, they can get out of hand. This can cause a tragedy. Um, this can be an outburst. This can be a physical fight. This also can be destruction in some type of way. I hope nobody is calling your mom if she's still here, or pulling up to your mom's house because they know, where your parent or your mom lives. This also can be for some of you a fight and or an argument. This can be a mental breakdown or upset. And it don't have to be your mom. It also could be like a sister, a daughter, a aunt, a niece, a best friend. What is this Hierophant? The Queen of Cups also can be a ex, a spouse, baby mama. Check on your grandmothers if some of y'all still have grandmothers around. Just check on their health, because 12th house, with every planet except for K2 being in the 12th house, it is going to be a lot of tower moments that is coming. Okay, especially regarding health issues. Um, whether it's emotional breakdown, a mental breakdown, um, some type of chaos, destruction. It also may be a allegedly a tall building or some type of large company that may also catch fire or be destroyed in some type of way. I also see, I hope not, a church that may be catching fire allegedly. Okay. What's the Hierophant? Third party. Another person involved, someone else's influence, outside party, the rival, love triangle, plus a stranger. So if this is about your other person quickly, they may still be involved with somebody else, and this is why they didn't want to make the commitment to you, spend more time with you. If this is your baby mom or about to be an ex-wife or ex-husband, it's because of a third party. It also could be that they're being influenced by family, friends, or their religious denominations, which is their certain dogma, principles, and traditions. Okay, like some religions say that you can't date anybody that's not a virgin, or you can't date anybody that already has kids. It's all different type of crazy religions. Okay, my religion, if you like the person, you love the person, then okay. But people want to abide by all these different man-made religions, because we got plenty. So the Lover's card is in reverse, plus the Two of Wands. So some of you may not make a choice at all and just let it dissolve. Okay, just let it be what it is, the way it ended, the way you stopped talking, the way it's been going, and hey, why is the World card in reverse? Some lesson, some lesson idea is not resolved, not finished, not done. Um, it is something like a sense of graduation that is needed here. And if this is only about you, this is a sense of graduation that is needed about or within your feelings and emotions to be able to take you to the next frequency, okay? The next level. Let's just say that this needs to be a strong commitment to hierophant to and within yourself, to leave that old situation and person, feelings, and emotions behind, and do not carry it into the World card in the upright as your new lesson begins. Now, we know even as adults, we never stop going through stuff, okay? So, just letting things, because the Queen of Cups is looking to the World card in reverse, like, I need to get over this. I need to separate myself from this. Her back is to the Tower. I need to let that old predicament or that old situation that happened to me or between me and this other person, I need to let it go. It's behind me now. I need to move into a new phase, a new sense of order, because Saturn is about organization. It's about being in order, having your life in order, doing orderly things, right? Getting things prepared. Because the next phase of your life is going to be new things, new ideas, new concepts, new opportunities, possibly even new love. For some of you, marriage or some type of strong bond and partnership. Okay. The World card in reverse, this is reverse. And this is the rabbits. So your new beginning for whatever's going on is going to be the completion, the start to the moon tomorrow that leads into the eclipse March 27th. Okay. Um, I feel that this card would have came up in the upright if the World card also came up in the upright. So I feel that this is a lot of eclipse energy that is coming out in the read tonight. Because this is why the new beginning is in reverse. Something that you have to look deeper within for you to desire it enough to let it go, to stop it and get ready for new. Okay? Because things are still the same right now. It may be a little change that is happening, but this sudden increase fertility or multiply, new intimate connections, or starting your love or sex life back up. I know a lot of people are still celibate and is waiting for marriage and commitment. But for the people who are not, you haven't really been, you've been most likely practicing celibacy since the last time you hooked up with this person. Okay. Um, Might as well clarify real quick because I wasn't trying to really make it long. We're at 39 minutes. Queen. Okay. This also can be regarding a child or getting back into your feelings and emotions, a sense of innocence. Like I just said, brand new. Okay. So it's kind of like also, and you see spontaneous there. Spontaneous is right here, but it's in reverse. So you got one in the upright, one in reverse. And it's kind of like some of you may be questioning yourself, do I want to be tender about how I feel about this person, wanting to talk with them? Or you're not going to be that tower card, ready to turn your world card into upright to close that out and to move in and to move on with a new start, okay? By your new concepts, your new own directions, your new way of thinking, um, your principles, your new direction. Cause I'm really getting like the old you, okay? Where it's kind of like I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to track that. See there, the scythe. I don't want to track that anymore. Okay. I don't want to date those particular type of people anymore, which everybody has a kind, whether it's a shape of their body, whether it's a hair color, eye color, whether it's a status of their job or how much money they make, um, whether they got kids or don't have kids, whether they're small, medium, thick, or extra thick, whether they're short or tall, um, even complexion. Okay, every race got different shades of complexion. So it's kind of like, you know what? I'm finna switch everything up. Some people like, street guys, rock guys. Then some women like nerds, people that are very educated, that is very proper. So it's kind of like whatever that has not been working for you before, it's time that you set new things, new type of boundaries, new ideas, new opportunities. Um, look deeper into what has not been working before is what you need to change. Okay. And like I said already with the tower here, you got the scythe. So unexpected, I did just say and talk about accidents. Be very careful around knives in the kitchen, razors, sharp objects, and things like that. Um, because the scythe is here with the tower card. I seen an accident happen last night when I'm coming out of Publix. I think somebody ran the light or was trying to turn was trying to turn left when ongoing traffic had the right of way. Somebody was failure to turn yield while turning left. And all I heard was a big boom. And it was an actual another vehicle running into another one. That is the most scariest sound because it is all type of metal that is crashing together, right? Um, but you also got liberation, harvest, a shock, a surprise, a reckoning. Some of you, like I said, may even surprise yourself that you don't want to be bothered with a certain thing anymore, whether it's a job, family, a friend, a breakup. You may not even have the same feelings anymore like you did 3 months ago. It may shock your own self. Okay. Some of you may shock your own self too, that you want this lover back, that you want to start over, be spontaneous. Some of you also, this will turn these cards in the upright. And some of you may actually have a child with this person. Um, this is also some of you starting a new job and or career. Some of you may also meet a new person that is ready for strong commitment and or marriage, and you will have an increase of abundance while meeting this person because they will be the proper one for you. hmm Your last card is the moon, like we just said. Already talking about the moon, and there she go. So it did pop up into reverse. Okay. So that means not being compassionate, not being sympathetic, um, not wanting to change your perceptive, I mean, yeah, perception. Not being tender. The word tender is already right here. So something or somebody is going to still act or be very harsh. And what else? Acting inhumane, not sensitive, but not being impressionable. Okay, so you may be like, well, you can't impress me with the tears and the acting all innocent and all that stuff anymore. You know, I'm not impressionable to that because I notice and know how strong I am. Also, masculines, you know what type of person that you're looking for to mate with or to have a relationship with. And it's kind of like, no, if some of you are having issues, I do see that somebody here, it is not their child. So, masculines, if you have some type of predicament going on, you may want to get testing because the child is not yours. Okay? This person had a third party. So, make sure you get some type of DNA test. I don't know who that's for. All right, let's throw out an oracle and then I can let y'all go. I hope everybody has a great evening. I don't know what time I'll be doing your reading tomorrow. I have been putting readings out on my other channel, Yes or No Tarot. So check my community or post playlist. Slide it over to community tab. And you'll see the links to my other channel. The here and now, like I was saying, it's all about the here and now. It's not about the future, because the future is not here. We can't change or do anything about the past, but the future is the present now. So things that you need to do, change, work on, apply yourself to, is the right time, which is now. Okay, the future is not guaranteed. Um, you can't do anything about the past, so you can only fix things in the here and now to um, to better your odds, right? I'm not quite sure what this tower is. It may also be another accident, so be very careful if you're driving, okay? I'm also hearing breaking a bone. If you're at your job and you have like a restaurant or a bar or something like that, be very careful with slicing machines, um, knives, okay? Cutting yourself on metal. You know how restaurants got metal tables and the corner or edges of tables. You could be washing silverware in the sink and you put your hand in the sink too fast and you end up slicing your finger on a knife. Using a pair of scissors, if you work in warehouse, using a box cutter. Just be very careful. Um, if you know somebody that has depression, make sure also that they're not cutting themselves. hmm Between worlds. This is what this eclipse is going to feel like. In between worlds. Okay. No place like home. In my community, in my old community, still about 15 minutes from where I'm at right now. Some apartments that my kids used to go to school with, it caught fire, and three young children, 9-month old, I think 12 and 14, 10 and 12, they passed away in an apartment fire. This happened just the other day. And if you know the celebrity Young Jock, uh, that was his nieces. Okay, I believe niece and nephew, or it was three girls, nieces, nephew. And yeah, one of them was young as 9 month old, and they just was in a house fire, apartment fire, just the other day. So young Jock is one of the people. He started as a rapper or is a rapper. He also is on Love and Hip Hop of Atlanta, and yeah. So three young kids, 9 month old. I think it was 10 and 11 or 12 and 10 years old. All of them passed in the house in the apartment fire just the other day. And I used to live off of that street before I moved where I'm at now. Um, so that is kind of like no place home because this where I lived about 10 years. The past 10 years I've been on YouTube for 7, right? So the old place where I was doing my readings, it was just around the corner from there. So we're going to be having still a lot of tower moments. And I do see another tower moment coming. This also can be on the other side of the world for some of you. This also can be a house fire. So make sure that if you can unplug appliances, make sure your batteries and your smoke detectors, carbon monoxide, um, and things like that are working. This also could be a family member. I'm also seeing that somebody may have to get cut out of a car because of an accident. Somebody also don't want you to cut them off because no place like home is how they feel with you. But I feel that your relationship, friendship, whatever this is, the co-parenting, it's between two worlds. It's like one of you is still stuck in the black and white, type of energy also, and the other person is trying to move on into the color here, to let this world card turn in the upright. So it can be a more colorful world for you. Because some of you, it's like, I'm just tired of having tower moments. Arguments, fights, disagreements, bad relationships, bad people to date, attitudes. Nobody wants to reciprocate. Nobody wants to help out. Nobody wants to be their truthful self. Remember, I tell you that everybody that you meet, you're meeting their mask. You're not meeting the real them. And it's no telling when that you will actually get to know that real person. So you're really interacting with the person as their mask, as a performance. And you have to keep that in realization, okay? Until you can look deeper into the situation and deeper into that person. But I feel like a lot of you, this person that you knew or was trying to get to know, you were learning their black and white. You were not learning or seeing or was able to see the colorful side of that person. And for that reason, this is why you want or ready to separate and to move yourself away from them. But like I said, they're trying to say that they're innocent, you know. Um, that they really are a tender person. They also can still be acting very childish or have not healed any childhood trauma or wounds, you know. They may also say that, or you may ask, have they cut off this lover? But with the moon card in reverse, are they still holding secrets? They may also get cut off the job or lose their job, and this causes them to get influenced back into things that they shouldn't be, like going back to people to mess around with, getting back or more addicted to 12th house of Pisces vices, drinking, smoking, hanging out, all that type of stuff, right? Because this person or you still have some type of influence or is still allowing themselves to be influenced by people. Okay. With the Hierophant here, it can be their parents. Um, it could be brothers and sisters. It could be people that they hang out with. But they also may be getting or get into some type of fight where they may get arrested. They may even be hurt seriously. Um, yeah. Why? Why? All right, we're gonna leave it there, and we got regeneration. Trying to rebuild something from something that was burnt down, no good. Also, like the tower, regeneration. Can this be rebuilt, redone, looked at again? Can this be healed? And some of you may be like, why? Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you stay tuned with the notification bells and also subscribe for the moon reading that we're going to have a moon tomorrow, and also for any future readings that I may do, because I believe Venus will be going retrograde in March. That's going to be in Pisces. You got Saturn, I believe, that's going to move into Pisces. The moon is going to be in Pisces. Mars is going to be in Pisces. Not Mars, but Mercury. Okay. So, and Mercury is going retrograde in March. So, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Okay. So, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you the next one.